Hey guys, what is going on? This is Joker88. We have another episode of Let's Talk Cars, guys. Here we go. So what's going on, my friends? Let's check out what's going on in the world of cars. Alright, so let's start with our page. Again, if you want to join our discussions, we are here on Facebook at Let's Talk Cars Joker88. So please join us there. It is a closed group. And if there's anything you want to talk about cars, that's where you want to share it. So a viewer actually just messaged me on this saying, hey, have you seen Spira 4u.com? So let's check it out. Spira. Let's see what's going on here. Spira was created to reduce 50 million injured and 1.2 million killed annually by vehicles. Its innovative light foam and core board technology also reduces the resources to build the fuel to power vehicles by a factor of 5 to 10. Production has begun, so it's time to reserve your Spira for you. Now, if you want to drive the greenest and safest vehicle. Drive with a car or motorcycle license in California, no helmet required. Okay. 300 miles per gallon. That's the E. That's electric. And recharges on a 110 volt for 4 to 8 hours. It's made from recyclable light foam, fiberglass, and plastic. 75 miles per hour top speed with 2 electric hub motors. I think that's something that's Sondors is trying to do, right? Putting the hub motors. This one has 2. I think right now Sondors only has 1 rear hub motor. Low cost motorcycle insurance for about $200 a year. Yeah, that is cheap. Patented honeycomb composite chassis. Foot brake to disc brakes and foot gas pedal. Alright. So there's the dimensions. Millions of small foam airbags offer crash protection for both passengers and pedestrians. So they're going to have 2 models. They're going to have the gas. It's $6,000 plus shipping. You get 53 miles per hour top speed on 80 miles per gallon. Wow. That's like Elio territory, right? And electric. You get 10 kilowatt 72 volt motors, 1 or 2, so you choose. 50 to 150 mile range. That's on a 5.5 to 16.5 kilowatt lithium ion batteries, and it weighs 520 pounds. And this one's from $10,000 plus shipping. So let's see what their video is all about.
All right, do you remember this car? This 3-wheeled vehicle made of foam that can float as well. Did his first interview with the Tierra Santa inventor back in February. Recently, someone crashed into one of those cars, putting its design to a real-life test.
10 News anchor Robert Santos spoke to the driver who walked away with just a scratch.
It seemed like a fun little car to drive.
So fun that John Crawford has rented a Spira more than a dozen times.
It gets a lot of attention from people.
In late July, he was riding down Pomerado Road off the 15 when someone crashed into him and never stopped.
Clipped my back left tire, which sent me going this way. As you can see, the first impact happened on the top right of the windshield.
The impact sent the Spira rolling 4 times. Inside, John thought of only one thing.
Please don't die.
It turned out the Spira did exactly what its inventor designed it to do.
Rather than coming to a quick dead stop, you want to bounce off.
Lon Ballard of Tierra Santa says the Spira, technically a 3-wheeled motorcycle, is made of foam.
This is plastic honeycomb with fibers.
That honeycomb makes up the core of the car, the chassis. It's 10 times stronger than plywood, 100% recyclable, and the same material used in Formula One race cars that crash at 200 miles an hour.
None of the chassis was damaged from these rolls.
Before this real-life crash, the Insurance Institute for Highway Safety put the Spira to a 40-mile-per-hour crash test, the kind of crash when a vehicle hits an object like a pole or tree. The Spira bounced off, rather than completely coming to a dead stop like most heavy metal cars.
In a big car, you have 2 tons pushing you into another object.
Ballard believes the lightweight Spira, which can also float, is the solution to saving more than 1 million lives every year.
It was amazing that I was still alive, considering I was on the other side of the street. I ended up very safe. I only ended up with a scratch on my back.
Robert Santos, 10 News.
You can rent or buy a Spira at a shop called Other Ride Motors in the Midway District. They cost between $6,000 and $10,000. On September 17th, Electric Vehicle Day, you can actually see the wrecked Spira and test drive one at Qualcomm Stadium.
Sweet. So that's being built in San Diego. So that's pretty cool, right, guys? So what do you think of the Spira? And they're taking orders, guys, so you can choose between electric or gas. So that's pretty cool. Maybe I'll have to contact these guys and see if we can get a test drive. So check them out, guys. Spira4u.com. So thanks to our viewer to pointing us to that. Chuck says, "Hey Joe, any new news you can share with us?" Yeah, Spira. And another one is Sam, right? Like I told you, I am working with the company, and what I'm trying to find out is all the bureaucracy of importing cars from other countries, you know, and it's ridiculous. All these hoops that you have to go through, and crazy. But we are looking actually to bringing the cars here by the first quarter of next year. You know, like we don't want to make any kind of promises saying that it's coming out in this date and then, you know, and next thing gets postponed. You just have to understand that a manufacturer from out of the United States getting their vehicles to be sold here in America, a lot of steps that you got to do and a lot of money and time. So we're working on that. And there's going to be more news coming out of Sam fairly shortly. Like I said, I'm going to be flying over to Poland this end of October. And I'll get all the videos there. And we'll actually get to be behind the wheel of the Sam. And if you guys are, you know, one of those people that want to go ahead and take that leap and make that reservation, guys, message me, please, so I can help you spec your vehicle while I'm there. And it's going to be fantastic, guys. All these different things coming out for Sam, because there's a bunch of new upgrades that ever since I kind of got on board, we're doing with the models that's going to come to the United States. So now, you know, we're going to have like the hands-free system and the camera. This has a rear camera already, but you know, there was like, if you see the other videos, they have like a small screen on the dash cam. You're gonna have an infotainment, you know, the kind that pops out right from a single DIN stereo, and that will have navigation. It's gonna have the Bluetooth rear camera, so all the hands-free. So it's pretty cool stuff. And a lot of other things coming up, upgrading of you know, everything that we need to upgrade to bring it to the United States in regards to the charging unit and also the batteries. So a lot of good stuff coming, guys. A lot of good stuff coming. So that's what we have going on with Sam. And again, guys, if you want to take advantage of being one of the first people in the United States to have a Sam cruising around and being cool, man, get a hold of me, please, so we can, you know, we can get your reservation in, right? And it's gonna be a refundable reservation, guys. So, but we're really looking for the serious people right now. We need at least, you know, 10 good, solid people that would want to, you know, really want to take a chance and get into this. When it comes to safety, I know a lot of people were freaking out about, you know, and if we just saw that Spira, you know, the same principle happens there, just like Electra Meccanica, right? It's a light vehicle. You know, what's gonna happen is that you're gonna bounce off of something that is heavier than your vehicle. So I think that's going to be cool and exciting, and yeah, really cool stuff. So please get a hold of me if you guys are interested, because you know like all other, like what I've been saying, Jerry Kroll, Václav Stevnet, he's the CEO of Sam. It's about going electric, and if you look now, look at all the companies, the big automotive companies, BMW. Even though they've been making electric vehicle, but I think some of the U.S. markets now are saying, "Hey, we're gonna start making electric vehicles." Yeah. All right, now let's go switch on over to Elio. Again, there's really nothing going on with Elio at all. Doug here went ahead and sent us this form, and it says, "This is the form that I received from Elio, existing account name, all that," and then it's like done on. It's funny that they're still taking reservations and stuff, right? Without any kind of news to back up what's going on, or usually when you're asking money from customers, right? You kind of want to give them some sort of information about like the vehicle or whatever you're selling. It doesn't have to be a vehicle, and check this one out. It's got type of reservation. You have the all in, and then the want in is supposed to be the refundable one. And you check your level there, 1,000, 500, 250, 100. And it says all terms and conditions of original agreement transferred to a new account holder are available at Elio Motors. So this is, I guess, looks like if you want to transfer, your account or your reservation to someone else. Hey, I have a reservation. If anybody wants to buy from me, hey, message me here, man. Scan an email to futureowners@eliomotors.com. Well, there you go, guys. And there's that address that we went to. Yeah, there it is. Out in Phoenix, Arizona, Suite 114-700. Let's read some of the comments people are saying here. All right, let's see. Lou Larson says, "Oh, one word, don't." Send it back blank. Jesse says, "When they build something complete, a new form. Don't do it. It's a trap." Why waste your time, says Patrick. The vehicle will never be built, so there's really nothing to transfer. And Jeff says that they never sent me one of those. I didn't either, So. And also, a lot of the great news from Brent has been posting this. It's awesome. Every time he gets something from Elio email, So here's what he says. Let's read it. Today's Elio mail, and Brent's from Mesa, Arizona. We hear from quite a few reservation holders wondering how exactly the process will go. Our goal is to make the process stress-free and fun. Here's an overview. Send us your money. And well, guess that's it. Oh no, there's more. We'll send you weekly emails so you believe we are making progress. Oh, Elio, if you could just come out to us and tell us what the heck is going on. It'd be so much easier to either support you or not support you. But what you're doing right now is making us not want to support you. I did started Let's Talk Elio as the biggest fanboy of Elio ever. But I don't know what's going on, man. Hope you guys followed my other videos, and you'll see how all these Elio news come to fruition, I guess. And Patrick also brought up they should actually move this over to our Let's Talk Cars. That's Acromoto approved for NASDAQ, not OTC. Acromoto, man. Not Acromoto, it's Arsimoto. The symbol is FUV, guys. Meanwhile, week 7 for Elio on waiting decision. Don't think it's going to happen. I think I agree with you there, Patrick. All right, Now let's move on over to Electra Meccanica. Electra Meccanica, a lot of things going on there. Oh, we have one person that want to join the group. Those of you guys that are new, don't forget to check out the videos that I made for Electra Meccanica, right? And what they're all about. Really good bunch of people there. They are now selling in the stock market. You could actually buy their stocks. It's the code is ECCTF. I bought some, and it's been great so far. And then they're very transparent, and they have a good team behind them. They have a great concept, and that's the recipe for success. And again, if you guys do decide to have them match your deposit from Elio, that'd be awesome, right? It's not gonna cost you a thing, man. It's just the Elio that the money that you put in for Elio to the Solo, dude. You're set. One thing that you can do for me is once you have them match your deposit, just go ahead and notate there on one of the notes. Joe knows, or just tell him I'm a friend of Joe Cabrera, or I'm a friend of Joker 88, so that they know that we're buddies. All right, that'd be awesome if you guys could do that. So let's see what's going on with Electra Meccanica. They were actually featured on October 5 on electrek.co. They talked about the all-electric $15,000 solo three-wheeler going to volume production with a new manufacturing deal. And then they're also, they were also on CanadianManufacturing.com. They're featured there. Canadian Electric Car Maker Inc.'s manufacturing deal with a Chinese firm. Motorcycle manufacturer Zhongzhen Industrial Group has agreed to produce 75,000 of Vancouver-based Electra Meccanica solo electric vehicles. Now, I did see some negative comments on that news, because people were saying that, oh man, it's not going to be made in North America, it's going to be made in China. There's a lot of people that have negative feelings when they think everything is made in China, because maybe it's not done well, or it's not going to be produced well. Electra Meccanica won't do anything that will tarnish or make their vehicle less than what it is in quality. So these guys are solid about that, and they're not going to make any kind of decision if it doesn't work well for them. So, and for us as well, for our safety. That's one of the biggest things that Jerry Kroll pushes, is the safety of the vehicle. And they were actually recently in New York, and let's check out what's going on here. Then we can listen to Sam. So let's go back here real quick. Here we go.
Like tomorrow, I'm Hunter Mulford, and if you're just tuning in, we're at the Luxury Technology Show, and I'm joined with Sam of the Solo.
Hi, nice to meet you, Hunter. How you doing?
Great. So can you tell me a little bit about this car behind us?
Yeah, this is called the Solo. It's made by Electra Meccanica. We're a Canadian company based in Vancouver, BC, and this is our flagship vehicle. It's called the Solo because it's a one-seater electric car designed for commuters to get around without paying for gas or polluting.
So it's an electric car, it's great for the environment, and it has one seat. Is this the first one-seater car, or...?
It's the first electric one-seater out there so far as we know, and it's a really unique design, and people are already ordering them by the thousands.
And you're based in Canada. Is this its first time in America?
It's making its New York debut tonight at the Wall Street Journal Tech Show, so we're very excited to be here among all this very cool technology.
Awesome. So can you tell me a little bit more about it? How long can you drive on it? How long does it have to charge for?
Yeah, well, it's got a 100-mile range, and it takes only 3 hours to charge up from 0 to full. So it's a great runner car for getting around, getting groceries, going to the gym, all the basics in life that you don't need a multi-seater gas car for.
Would you mind showing me how you charge it?
Oh, I'd love to. Come on, let's take a look.
We're going to come back here. So we're making our way to the back of the car, which is literally so adorable. I love it. So can you show me how it works?
Sure. So just under the license plate is where we have the J1772 outlet. This is standard for most electric cars. Plugs into any 110 or 220 outlet, and like that. You're charging up or you're on your way.
And does it go into a normal outlet, or does it have to be a specific kind?
If you can plug your phone into it, you can plug the car in. 110, 220 outlets, wherever there's a plug, you can get charged up.
That's incredible. You can literally charge it where you charge your phone.
And best part, trunk space.
See that?
And that's just the back trunk. We have a front trunk as well. We took this to Costco. We did a $350 grocery shop. Fit it all right in here.
And how do people get their hands on one of these cars?
Well, people right now, they can go online and place a refundable $250 deposit at emvauto.com. We're having 75,000 Solos produced by 2020, and we're going to be delivering in the U.S. shortly.
And how much does this cost?
USD's is $15,500, but there's also applicable EV rebates depending on your state.
Great. Well, thank you so much, Sam. This has been incredible. I want one. And again, you're watching Live Tomorrow. I'm Hunter Mulford, and tune back in because we'll be back at the Luxury Technology Show.
All right, good job, Sam. Awesome. I know Sam. I just didn't get to spend a lot of time with him while I was there in Vancouver. He was busy working, but yeah, good job, guys. You guys are doing awesome. So kudos to Electra Meccanica. And the next one we want to go to, guys, is Sondors. What is going on with Sondors? You know, Sondors has been kind of busy, but been kind of quiet this past couple of weeks. The last thing that they told us is that they're going to be present. We're going to go ahead and approve all these people to join our group. Don't forget to join all these group, guys. You can join all these Let's Talk Cars groups on Facebook. Let's see. Dyson plans a new type. What are you planning, Mr. Dyson? I like your vacuum cleaner. He wants to make an electric car. Interesting. He confirmed his plans in a company-wide email. I wanted you to hear it directly from me. Dyson has begun work on a battery electric vehicle due to be launched in 2020. I'm telling you guys, man, it's all about electric vehicles. It's, you know, because not only that it's eco-friendly, it's also, you know, reliable, you know, and you know, I think that's you know, that's where it's going, like what I've been saying, and all these other CEOs are saying. So yeah, so watch out for Dyson, man. And you know, hopefully it's not gonna suck. No pun intended. Oh, it's funny. Tito here says, will it vacuum my driveway? Hey, maybe, buddy. Very impressive car. I hope it can beat Elio, Solo, and others for availability to the general public. It is a much sharper looking car. Yeah, so let's... Bobby here has been a long time member, one of the first members of our group, and he likes to do all the different Photoshop and different colors. You should see back in if you go back to the beginning of our group, you'll see what he's done. But yeah, I mean, let's look at that car. I mean, it looks pretty striking, right? Yeah. Let's make it bigger.
I love it so much that.
All right, we saw this last week already, so let's go back and look at this. So there's the unveil. All right. Let's get one that's not. There you go. So I mean, yeah, it looks pretty cool, doesn't it? I mean, look at the car behind it though, right? It looks even cooler and aggressive. If you like aggressive look, because this car, it's a prototype company that he went to in Italy to do this. So I mean, you know, like if you have the money, you can get all these things done for yourself, man. Have your own car. No one else has, you know. So this Saunders right here looks really good. You know, it looks really aggressive, looks really well built from what we see here. And I don't know how much it's going to change when they go to production, how the spec is going to look. Because, I mean, you know, everybody's going crazy over it. And, you know, right now it's a prototype. And we still don't have any figures regarding its performance and all the different data. So, but it looks great. It looks great, man. You know, I mean, I'd buy one. It's 3. You know, it looks like if Storm can get this thing all set up, right? And get everything that he needs to do to start mass producing this car, I think he may have a hit on his hands if everything works well. And I see no problem with the car, you know, in regards to like all the safety features of a full-size car with the airbags and stuff. Now, when you're playing with a trike, a two-wheeler, it's, you know, considered a motorcycle, and now there's a new name for them, no classification of autocycle. It's a lot easier to, I mean, it has different standards. You know, imagine this looks like a full car, but you're gonna have motorcycle insurance. You know, and you're worried about safety because it's small. Well, if all the engineering works well, if you do get hit, you're gonna be a lot lighter than most of the cars that's driving around. And like what we were talking about in a previous video on the Spira and the Electra Meccanica and the Sam, you know, you're kind of just gonna bounce off them. You know, so you guys gotta make sure that you're wearing your seatbelt so you stay put. So yeah, it looks great. You know, I really like how it looks, and yeah, it's pretty awesome. Pretty awesome. So that's pretty much it, guys. Gonna do it for this week. Not much any other news. So just don't forget to join our all our car groups here on Facebook. So let's kind of run by them again. We have the Let's Talk Cars Joker 88 on Facebook that you guys can join. Of course, you can do. We also have the Friends of Sam page on Facebook, but we do have Friends of Sam EV group that I kind of started, so you can join that too. All right, and we have the Elio Owners Association, Electra Meccanica USA. And the last one we were at was Sondors Electric Car Club of America. And there it is. So you guys are more than happy to join all this group. And please, you know, it's awesome when we have new people chiming in, people sharing us different new news about, you know, anything that has wheels. So please do that. And I hope you guys have a great week, upcoming week. I had a pretty terrible week this week. A dear friend of mine that I've been friends with since junior high, he passed away sadly, and medical conditions. So he's a big car guy. He helped us out on a couple of videos. He likes smart cars, and he went ahead and showed us about his smart car. So he'll be terribly missed, and solid friend and person. So this show is for you, Brian. And on that sad note, guys, I'm sorry, but he won't want it to be like that, right? So, all right, that's gonna do it for me, Joker88. I will talk to you guys next week. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and join all of our groups on Facebook. Talk to you later. Bye.